Well, first and foremost, I'm happy to being at Express FC. Express is one of the biggest brands in this country. The attraction of any football lover or football manager is enormous. Express as a club has a huge and rich heritage. The fans are passionate. The people currently at the board are one of the best you could have for support. And the fans look at the club as a culture. You find Express fans with this love that will never go away. Looking at the first 30 days at the helm, as the CEO of the club, there have been a few challenges and of course exciting prospects that need to be worked on. We're looking at improving the club in many aspects, one of them enhancing its brand further, getting to know our fans better so they can become part of the club, working closely with the board headed by Mr. Kiwanuka Kiryowa. That will help us improve team performance on the field, have a vibrant secretariat. By improving the brand, it means that we are going to attract more funders, more sponsors that will help us move to another step of being self-reliant. The 30 days have been amazing, and we're going through the next 30 days that will be more exciting. First and foremost, I'd like to thank the chairman, Mr. Kira Kiwanuka, for having come back to the club. If you look at the history of the club, the Kiwanuka family is part and parcel of Express FC. So him coming back to the club is a good sign that they still love the club. There are a number of improvements. As you can see, last season we did not perform as expected of the club. After discussions with the board and the technical team, we're looking at putting pieces together to make sure that the pieces we put together are interjoined and perform together and improve the team. The transfers so far are smooth, I must say. Players want to play for the brand, the Express brand. Players knowing that we have Mr. Kira Kiwanuka at the helm, having my technical team headed by Waswa Bosa, and myself. Players want to work with us. Players want to work with the right team. And I think with the different sections from the board to the technical team and to the secretariat, I think we have a winning team. And you should expect a very huge improvement going forward. First, I would like to thank our main sponsor, Betway, for the job well done, for the support rendered to us as Express. I must say, we wouldn't be happier with the sponsor. Betway is doing all it can to make sure that we move forward, and we would like to guarantee Betway that we're going to make sure that we perform better. We put out the Express brand together with the Betway brand in the right way. We intend to enhance the two brands by performing better, by having the brand out there together with the fans, having as many fans registered and watching our football in the stadium, so that we can also give back to our sponsors. We're looking at branding and marketing from different angles. Step number one is we'd like to know our fans in terms of numbers. By registering them, knowing exactly how many fans we have, that can give us direction. The numbers will be able to give us a direction on how we're going to market the brand, our brands better, the Express brand and the associated sponsors. We're also looking at enhancing our social media presence by having a lot of content, by generating a lot of content from the club, rich history, to player profiles, to fans experiences, looking at ex-players. Some of us were not around in 1973. There's a lot that we can learn. So by creating a lot of content about the club and having a lot of online content, we'll be able to enhance our brands and at the same time attract many more fans locally and in the diaspora. We intend to have regional campaigns of fans activations together with our sponsors, Betway, UBL and Equity Bank. Part of the activities in the different regions are going to be CSR. We're going to have CSR activities based on the requirements in the different regions. We're going to have fund registrations. We're also going to discuss the overview of our plans, of Express plans with the fans, so they know they need to be part of us. They need to know our plans for the future. Well, we, as the Secretariat, we are working behind the scenes to make sure that we improve the match day experience. This starts with having a good playing staff. We need to be playing football, good football, and winning. Of course, that is the ultimate goal of every fan and every team, every club. We intend to also improve on the facilities. You must understand that we need to go slow. We need to have priorities, but we'll try to make sure that we have a proper playing field, so that every team that comes to Wankulukuku, they will enjoy watching us play, because we tend to play. I request that the fans be a little bit patient with us in terms of the match day experience, but I can promise you that as we work along, the experience will improve, and you'll have a much better experience when we move to our own stadium. These are plans we are working on. For our fans, I would like to thank you again for the support. I've gotten quite a number of messages from the ardent Express fans. They are happy for me to have joined the club. I would like to ask for your support. Please follow us on all our social media platforms. Buy our replica jerseys. We work with Jumia. We're working with Betway. All the Betway outlets have our merchandise replica, authentic replica jerseys. When the league resumes, please watch. We request that we watch our games, buy tickets. In due course, we shall be communicating the different media you could buy the tickets. Buy season tickets. That is very good revenue for the club. Having some revenue come through season ticket sales is good for the operation of the club. Be patient with us as we prepare the team to compete, win silverware, and play. Let us avoid violent scenes at the club, as it will affect our performance. It will affect the attraction of the sponsors, of other sponsors, and we might even be docked of points. And lastly, I would like to thank the board, headed by Mr. Kira Chiwanuka, for the support once again. And I can assure the fans that the technical team, the Secretariat, and the board, we speak one language, putting Express back to the top.